A serious investigation discovered
Disgusted that somebody could treat animals that bad.
involving two people and pets. An out-of-this-world phenomenon happening very soon,
You really need to plan ahead and be safe.
leading to possible traffic jams on air and land. An award for National Player of the Year from her record-breaking season.
To be able to be on a list with a lot of them is super special.
These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Kamora Miller.
I'm Laura Palfrey. Today's Thursday, April 4th, 2024.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
A hot pursuit leads to an arrest in Central Florida. A kidnapped woman is finally set free and her captor is now facing serious charges.
The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office got a call on Monday from a woman who claimed she had managed to get away from the Walter Medina after being held against her will for over 2 months. Authorities secured a warrant for his arrest and spotted Medina in the Polk County on Tuesday before he suddenly took off.
His actions can only be described as horrific, and what this woman endured can only be described as a nightmare.
Medina led police on a multi-county chase before his vehicle crashed in a concrete median in Orlando. He was arrested at the scene and faces serious charges including attempted second-degree murder, armed kidnapping, and armed false imprisonment.
This morning, police at West Palm Beach investigate what they believe to be the remains of an infant found at a trash facility. Ari Haight from WPBF has more on the story.
West Palm Beach police spent hours Tuesday night digging through garbage with rakes, tools, their hands, looking for human remains. This is the Solid Waste Authority's renewable energy facility on Jog Road. It was here at around 5:30 p.m. A worker found what they believe to be the remains of an infant.
That stunned worker alerted people at the facility. They called 911.
We found possible human remains on our tipping floor.
The tipping floor, that's where garbage trucks come and dump their load. Once the load was cleared away, the remains were found.
Detectives believe that the remains that were recovered belonged to an infant. As far as exact age and type of body parts, they're not releasing that.
Detectives now need to figure out who the infant is and how that infant wound up in the garbage. First step, review all the surveillance video from the facility.
To track the movement of trucks coming in to see if they can identify what truck could have brought these remains in. And from there, the investigation will work backwards into what was that truck's route.
And once they know where the truck came from, they hope that narrows down who's responsible for putting the child in the trash. Jackal says detectives will also use DNA and genealogy to try to identify the infant.
That was Ari Haight from WPBF reporting. The medical examiner's office currently has the remains and will conduct a thorough examination.
Today, a man in jail in Florida after allegedly using AI to create inappropriate photos of children. Investigators say the 51-year-old took a photo of a young girl who lived in his neighborhood and then used AI to remove her clothes.
It's pretty scary when you look at this stuff. If you just looked at it briefly, you would think it's a real photograph.
With that in mind, experts are sounding the alarm about parents for their images that are posted on social media. Prosecutors are charging Daniel Clark with Warren with 14 felony child pornography counts, and he will remain in jail with a $5.1 billion bond.
Authorities in Nevada uncovered a tragic animal hoarding situation involving hundreds of dogs, rabbits, and guinea pigs. As Alyssa's Bethencourt from KTNV reports, the pet owners face a long list of charges.
Exclusive video obtained by Channel 13 shows the moment Las Vegas Metro Police entered the home of 72-year-old Carolyn Luke and 79-year-old Timothy Miller. The couple is at the center of an animal abuse and hoarding investigation that officials are calling one of the worst they've seen.
Angry, upset, disgusted that somebody could treat animals that bad.
Megan Callahan, who met Luke through an animal rescue group, worked with advocates to tip authorities off on Friday, March 29th. Hours later, Boulder City Police tracked the couple down, and it's when they rolled down their window that police could tell something was seriously wrong.
Thank you, Boulder City, please.
Officers said they could smell dead animals inside of the car. They found 51 guinea pigs, 11 of them dead, and several rabbits, all wrapped inside of plastic totes and luggage.
Who carries 30 guinea pigs in their vehicle?
Boulder City Police and Animal Control took the animals from the scene, and that's when Luke told police there were more animals stored away at her home and at a hotel in Summerlin. Metro Police got search warrants and found 30 dogs, 10 of them dead, inside a room at this hotel. Channel 13 was there as they worked to rescue the animals from that location. And the search warrant on their house in Spring Valley found 15 dogs and even more guinea pigs.
She knew what she was doing. The different locations where she had everything were in, different jurisdictions.
Because this case involves so many cities, several police departments and animal shelters are working together to make sure all the animals receive the care they need.
She needs help. She has something wrong with her. And I just hope everybody can see who this person is and nobody ever sells her animals again.
That was Alyssa Bethencourt from KTNV. The couple has been charged with 11 misdemeanors, each including torturing and starving animals. The investigation in Las Vegas could result in felony charges.
This morning, a federal judge allows a group of Venezuelans who were transported from Texas to Martha's Vineyard in 2022 to sue the aviation company for lying to them about their destination. The ruling came down yesterday. 3 Venezuelans are suing Vertal System for landing them in Martha's Vineyard instead of the Promise, Massachusetts. The lawsuit previously included Governor Ron DeSantis and the officials who arranged the flights, but the claims against both were dismissed for jurisdictional reasons.
Millions of Americans are ready to see the world turn dark for a couple of seconds and watch the April 8th solar eclipse. Cities and towns along the route of totality are expecting big crowds, and the extra people are expected to cause chaos on the roads and in the skies. CNN's Jen Sullivan has more on safety tips.
It's a rare event, a total solar eclipse, and millions of Americans are expected to travel to see the awe-inspiring sight on April 8th. But that means more drivers on the roads and more passengers at airports.
You really need to plan ahead and be safe.
Communities from Mexico up to Canada are in the path of totality, meaning the moon will completely cover the sun, creating total darkness during daylight. Some areas like western New York are expecting 1 million visitors. Elizabeth Carey with AAA has several tips for drivers, like navigating the old-fashioned way with a map, especially if you're traveling in less populated areas.
In a very rural area, you're talking about wilderness with no cell service.
AAA also recommends drivers don't try and watch the eclipse while driving. Have your headlights on. Don't wear your eclipse glasses while driving, and watch out for animals.
It could trigger wildlife to be out and about.
And if you're flying, the FAA is warning travelers to expect long lines and possible delays at airports. Monday's eclipse falls during the busy spring break travel season. The FAA says they're expecting more than 46,000 flights the day after the eclipse. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
A jiu-jitsu phenom makes her return to her home competition. 17-year-old Helena Cravar is a jiu-jitsu prodigy who at such a young age is already being hailed as one of the best. Cravar recently completed the ADCC West Coast Trials in her hometown of Las Vegas.
It feels amazing. I was born and raised in Las Vegas, so it's definitely great being back home competing, especially at such a big tournament like ADCC West Coast Trials.
When I actually saw her training in the gym, it quickly became apparent she's a superb student. She learns incredibly quickly. She immerses herself in study. She takes the sport as seriously as any of the professional athletes, and she's doing it to the age of 15, 16.
After forcing 4 out of 5 of her opponents into submission, she was victorious. Inter Miami heads onto the pitch of the Championship Cup tournament without Lionel Messi.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
I think it's really special. I think it's something I probably won't really wrap my head around until my career is all done and I move on from the college game.
A college basketball star is recognized on the eve of the Final Four. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
the black truck. Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzz and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Bill is a family man. He invests his money wisely and provides a good life for his children. Just one problem. He often opens emails from senders he doesn't know, and his computer is not password protected. One day, Bill checked his bank account and 94% of malware attacks originate from emails. Don't be like Bill. Take your cybersecurity seriously.
Some Hawkeye hardware for the biggest star player in college basketball. A huge congratulations to the University of Ohio basketball star Caplin Clark for being named the 2024 Women's College Player of the Year.
This was a well-deserved honor after her record-breaking season. This is her second year in a row getting the Jersey Mike's Naismith National Player of the Year. She states that she still can't believe this has happened for her.
I think it's really special. I think it's something I probably won't really wrap my head around until my career is all done and I move on from the college game, but it's super special.
Clark led the Hawkeyes to their second straight final in the women's NCAA tournament and will lead her team to face off against UConn this Friday night with a chance to advance to the championship. Clark is also the only player in both men's and women's college basketball to lead the conference in scoring and assists for 4 consecutive seasons.
Soccer superstar Lionel Messi was sidelined after Inter Miami lost against Monterrey in the first leg of the CONCACAF Championships Cup quarterfinals. Things looked pretty good for the Heroines as they scored the only goal in the first half of their defense. However, gave in after halftime and Monterrey was able to take the lead with 1 minute left in the regular time. The final score was Inter Miami 1, Monterrey 2. The two teams will compete in the second leg of the quarterfinals in Mexico next Wednesday, April 10th at 10:30 p.m.
The Miami Marlins get swept for their first 2 series of the season after losing to the Los Angeles Angels. The Fish, still depriving Miami of a win, were shut out by the Angels and now stand last in their division, being 0-7. The final score was Los Angeles 10, Marlins 2. The Marlins hit the road to play the St. Louis Cardinals today at 4:15 p.m. You're watching Newsbreak, and we're coming right back.
Radcliffe Art and Design Incubator is the velocity accompanying the fellow's rudder, as in a boat. Unless there is movement or action, the planned direction is of little consequence. We encourage the creative ideas into action, and from the experience of doing, we critically assess the feedback, adjust, and set out to rediscover the potentialities of an entrepreneurial mindset.
STEM is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Laura Palfrey.
And I'm Kamora Miller. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.